We're ready to fly into the Bionis. Shall we head there now? Let's go to the Bionis interior.
It's the inside of the Bionis.
It looks quite different from when we entered via the marsh.
The Bionis is regaining its biological functions.
Must be because Zanza woke it up. Then we find Zanza and stop him.
So, if we step back and head into Junks, there's actually a series of new side quests that have opened up, and I recommend you pick them up.
Hello.
Is the replica Monado to your satisfaction? There's something I have not yet told you. There are 5 other prototypes in addition to the replica I gave you. I could make them if you had the time and necessary materials. What do you think? Would you like me to make them? Replica Monado 1. Replica Monado 2. 3, 4, 5. Basically, every single one of these grants you a new Replica Monado. The only problem is, every single one of these involve fighting really high-end leveled enemies. Like, I think the bare minimum level for a lot of these are level 80. I'm pretty close on a lot of these because I did fight several, of these enemies pretty easily. Like, when I was traveling through and doing all the 5th skill tree branches. But yeah, if you aren't doing casual mode stuff like I am, these quests can be a little difficult to do. But trust me when I say these replica Monados are worth it. And in fact, we're so close on one of them, I might as well do it. So, I'm gonna head over to Bionis Leg, and if I had to make a guess, I'd say Wind Decay is where one of them is. Just a guess. Need to get myself a little bit more comfortable in the chair. Yep, I knew it. So I'll be right back once I defeated some caterpillars and got myself the silk. And I am back, and it turns out that that level 80 was a little inaccurate. It's more like 75. But regardless, it's still a pretty high level. So you've gathered the necessary materials. I'll get to work immediately. I have finished. The Monado Rudra has been designed for attack stability. Its lightweight materials narrow the range of the attack power. Damage is more focused, making it a reliable weapon. Quest complete, and for that we get the Monado Rudra. So yeah, for the first time in the entire game, Shulk actually has options for his Monados, for his weapons. The Monado Rudra, as described, has the highest auto attack minimum out of any of Shulk's weapons. It also has 3 gem slots, and it's a overall pretty reliable and pretty good weapon. If you're playing Definitive. Yeah, I think I've mentioned this already, but if you're playing the Wii or 3DS versions, there is a glitch involving minimum auto attack and max auto attack. Or, no. Oh no, this isn't the one that is affected. It's the one with the max auto attack that is affected by it. By that glitch. So, no, this is actually a pretty good weapon regardless of what version you're playing. And yep, I'm going to be using it for the next little while. I'll try and play a little bit of I think most of the Monado replicas, I think there's like one or two that I'm probably not going to use because it's just not my playstyle. But I am going to try to use as many as I can. Salua. I think this is actually one of the enemies I wanted to fight. So, as you can imagine, the Bionis interior is completely alive and is filled with all sorts of cell enemies. They aren't too much of a threat, but still, they are kind of creative enemies. I will give it that. And also, as you can imagine, now that we're exploring more of the Bionis interior, this also means that the Bionis interior collectopedia, you can start getting stuff for that. Including this little tap tap tap. Cute name. But I will say this right now. One of these items is an absolute pain in the rear end, and I consider it the absolute worst item to obtain in this game. The Black Liver Bean. Why is it a pain? It is an 8% chance of obtaining one. Oh. That's the last of the 3 flexible cells. And so yeah, 8%. As if that wasn't bad enough, you need 2 for Colony 6, meaning you need to get 3 8% chances in a row to complete everything. This thing is a pain in the rear end, and I hate it. Alright. I'm gonna avoid fighting for a little bit. I've already shown you what enemies you kind of need to fight for Colony 6 Reconstruction to get special level 4. Because, yeah, I think... Oh, I haven't found the steel cellular cell. But still, the cellular cells, yep, you find them here in the Bionis interior. With that said, let's march forward. Welcome to the Bionis interior.
You look well, Your Highness.
That voice. It's Lorithia. Show yourself.
Look at that. The heart of the Bionis. The pulsating life of Lord Zanza.
Quit your yapping and show yourself.
I await Your Highness here. There is something I wish to show you. Your friends are welcome to join you. That is, if they survive.
Lorithia, what are you planning?
Forget her for now. We must push on to the heart.
All right.
Okay. Yeah, let's talk about the Bionis interior. So, first, positives. I actually do like a lot of the colors here. It's kind of a perfect sickly green because, well, we're essentially inside of the body of a living thing. And it's pretty... And you want it to be this sickly green to make you kind of unsettled. I also love the detail of all the red blood cells that are just flying overhead. Like, that's a really neat detail. And I kind of wish the details like that were inside Jabba Jabba's belly in Ocarina. But with that said, it also has the exact same problem as inside Jabba Jabba's belly from Ocarina. Like, the exact same problems. Number one, I actually don't like the music that much. The inside of the Bionis is actually one of the few tracks in the game that I legitimately don't like. We found the two black... Of course I get this thing early on after complaining how rare this is. Because of course it did. Okay. Anyways, as I was saying, I don't like the music that much. I think it's kind of repetitive and kind of boring. And two, it's just a gross place to be in. It's all slimy and it's sticky and it's just... Ugh. I don't like being here. It's just too gross for my taste. Twice in a row I get that thing. Okay, the game is either being extremely nice to me or it's just mocking me for me mocking it. Because I swear to you, it is an 8% chance to get that black liver bean. I actually looked it up before even stepping foot in here to double check. But, oh my gosh. And then also, another problem that admittedly is not a problem in Jabba Jabba's belly, but is a problem here. This place is not that fun to navigate. I mean, you look at this map. Does this look fun to navigate to you? It wouldn't be too much of an issue if you could, like, explore the bottom, but that's just it. At the bottom, it's just nothing but ether. There's no little section of land for you to walk on. It's literally just walking on these very thin platforms. Sometimes having to deal with enemies that require a lot of mobility to defeat. It's just not a fun area to be in. And there is one more problem, but we'll get into that later. I'm sure you already figured out. For those of you who played this game, you know exactly what problem I have. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Anyways, let's open up the Glitchpedia. How much have I completed? Happy Duck. Bloodworm. Ew. Tap tap and high anti-jewel. Strength down 5. Okay, that's not bad. Oh, new skill. Who earned it? Okay, cool. Cool. Ricky can now equip heavy armor. That's just such a funny image to think. Also, be aware, there are Telethi in here along with the Seleuka enemies. So, be aware of that. I'll just meet you after I defeat this thing. Alright, defeated all the enemies that I needed to. Ooh, bone upper. Nice. Vanguard Driver. Named after one of Ryan's heroes. He loves Square Dash. I love it. Actually, how good is that on Ryan anyway? Oh, it's like weaker than most of them. So it does give the original look of Ryan's very first driver. So that's nice. And oh yeah, I might as well show off what equipment I put on everyone. So I did swap around some things. Alright. Alright, we're good. Let's move on. So yeah, just... Before I got interrupted several times, I'm just not the biggest fan of Bionis interior. And I don't think many other people do too. And pretty much after the Fiora reveal, most of my problems... Oh! Victoria's gross. Well, it's right about what... Well, it's correct about the gross part. Man, I'm getting interrupted left and right. So, I mentioned before that after Fiora's reveal as a Mechon, I said that pretty much everything about Xenoblade 1 is pretty much perfect after that point. And any problems I do have are mostly nitpicks. But I also did mention that there was one area of the game that I wasn't that big a fan of. This is what I was referring to. I don't like Bion's interior, and this is the one part of the game after after I first visited the prison island that I legitimately don't like overall. Total immunize 5. Inflicts confusion. Okay. Okay, let's chain attack. Hit it with the ice. And say sorry. Alright, it's pretty close to going down, so let's try and heal Ricky up a little bit more. Air slash. That should do it. Not bad. Another banquet biter. Eclipse boots. Okay. Okay. Turn on the story mode thing. Because, yeah, this place can be a little tricky to navigate with so many layers to it. Venus Plexus. Or how you pronounce that? Draco's Telethia. Gigas Telethia. Let's see. Tap, tap, tap. Wool Cellular. Is that one of the... no. I'm sure I'm going to grind out the rest of these cellular cells that I need in a later time. But for now, let's just navigate our way through this. Azure Mouse. Yeah, that's the last one I needed. Category complete. Aggro down 4. It's not bad, but come on, we're already getting level 5 gems already. Come on. See, more enthusiasm. More rashness. More camaraderie. At least I'm hoping that's how you pronounce that. That is the correct word that I'm using. Alright. Jelly Cellula Largo. Alright. Continuing on. Terminal Nerve Tower. Alright. Yeah, there's not much else to talk about with this place, so... yeah, just gonna be walking along. Ghostly Mahatos. Well, you know where it is. Aortic Pathway. Okay. Alright. And now we go for the heart. And for what's ahead, I would highly recommend you play as Melia. And bring your best ether attackers. Right. Step onto one of the like hard vein thingies. I don't know biology that well. Okay. Here we go.
Welcome to my world. I must say, I am surprised. Zanza's vessel truly does have a will of its own, and looking quite sprightly.
I'm still alive. I won't die. Not yet. And that's why we're here.
Everyone who lives in this world has a life. So, it shouldn't be threatened by anyone. We'll never give in to Zanza.
So full of passion. Well, if it's life you're looking for, I'll show you true life.
It's...
Galleon!
Brother!
There is no use in calling. It worked before, but now his transformation is complete. He is my adorable servant. Do you know the meaning of the word telephia? It means that which eliminates impure life. Impure life, just like you. That which Lord Zanza does not require shall be extinguished from this world.
Should I have censored that image? Alright, here we go. Disciple Lorithia. First of all, defeat these Novas. Why? Because as long as these things are alive, it provides Lorithia with a defense buff. The game doesn't indicate it otherwise. It never indicates that these things provide any sort of buff to her, but trust me when I say, destroy these things, otherwise Lorithia is an absolute pain in the rear end to fight. So, yeah, on top of providing us with a mechanic that was never indicated when it comes to these things, there is another reason why I hate this boss fight. We'll get into it when we get into it, but for now, I'm gonna shut up and just let you listen, because maybe she'll do it.
See if you can stop for defying Lord Zanza.
Oh, come on. No, do it. Oh. Okay, you see one of the problems. That thing is ether and it has confusion. Which means you can sometimes just die by your characters walking into the ether. But the other reason... Let's see if you can actually hear it this time. There it is. You will pay for your insolence. Get used to hearing that, because that is literally all she ever says in this fight. You will pay for your insolence. And, yep, you guessed it, it gets old real fast. Especially if you don't know how to fight this thing. Because, yeah, being very blunt with you, this is what's widely considered the worst boss in the entire game. Everybody hates this boss fight, including me. The first time I fought this thing, oh my gosh, it took me 5 freaking hours to defeat this one boss. And I was like 5, almost 10 levels ahead of this thing. So, I had to hear, "You will pay for your insolence," over and over and over again, endlessly. I hate this boss fight with a burning passion. It is the one thing in this game that I can truly say is absolute garbage. But with that said, there is one solution that I have found to make this boss fight easier. One is, of course, defeating all the things to give her a defense boost, since that's been found out. And the other, use Melia. She can easily defeat the things that provide the defense buff. And on top of that, her high damage makes fighting this thing a lot easier.
Brother? Is that really you? Oh, I have longed to see you.
I too, Melia.
Brother, I must apologize. To you and to everyone.
Because of our transformation into Telethia.
I am a princess, but I brought misfortune upon the High Entia.
You are mistaken, Melia. The Telethia gene lies dormant within us all. There was no escaping the cursed blood in our veins, sister. It was fate. That is why our father sought to dilute the bloodline. You are the hope of the High Entia. You will not transform into a Telethia. Even after the Bionis has reawakened, you can still succeed the Imperial line. You have the power to end our suffering. Knowing this, both I and Father were happy to sacrifice ourselves. It was our choice.
Brother.
There is no need to fear. After all, this is precisely our wish. In the end, you are the only ones who can stop Zanza.
Yes.
Now, leave her to me. You must go. You must accompany Shulk.
No! My Telethia! You! What have you done?
I have done nothing. This is your destiny. Accept it with dignity!
Ah! My body! No! I was promised immortality! Ah!
Brother.
Melia, at long last I can be with Father. You must now live your own life. The path you forge, the future you choose. That is the hope of the High Entia.
Thank you, brother. Your words will stay with me forever.
His words?
Oh, Ricky heard. Ricky heard Melly's brother. Oh, Callian say, hope of bird people. Where Melly's brother? Oh, Ricky not see him, but Ricky hear him.
Ricky. You too heard his parting words. Thank you.
Melia, Thank you for your concern. I am all right. Let us go and secure the future my brother so hoped for.
We will. Together.
Such a brave princess.
Dixon!
Don't look at me like that. I take time out of my schedule to send you off to a nice spot, and that's how you welcome me.
What do you mean?
I'll be waiting at Prison Island. I've picked out a lovely place to return your flesh and blood to the Bionis. Don't keep me waiting. See ya later.
I'm gonna...
Come on, everyone! We've got to get to Prison Island.
Okay.
Next time on Xenoblade Chronicles. We do a few more side quest stuff since we've just unlocked the Bionis interior and can now collect stuff from it. See you guys then. Also, P.S. Poor Melia.